A Scottsbluff man who was the subject of an all-day manhunt Friday ends late in the day after turning himself into authorities. KNEB.TV News starts right now.
From your trusted source for news in western Nebraska and eastern Wyoming, this is KNEB.TV News. Presented by Platte Valley Companies, premier provider of financial services.
Hello, I'm Ryan Murphy. This is KNEB.TV News powered by Platte Valley Companies. Thanks for joining me. In our top story, a threat on Friday in the Twin Cities ends peacefully as Gering police officers were dispatched to a home on 20th Street for disturbance with a weapon that had occurred. Captain Jason Rogers says when 40-year-old Matt Arnold drove away, he fired multiple shots into the air and spent casings were found in the alley afterwards. Officers received information that Arnold made threats to his place of employment in Gering, and authorities took appropriate steps to protect their employees. Arnold was believed to be driving a white Chevy pickup with Nebraska plates 21-308P when he left the residence, and several area schools went into lockdown mode as the result of that police activity. At approximately 10 p.m. on Friday, Arnold turned himself into authorities and is now facing charges including terroristic threats and unlawful discharge of a firearm. Well, a 25-year-old Mitchell man has been charged for an alleged 2016 sexual assault of a minor. Tyler Golden is accused of impregnating the girl when he was 22 and she was 15 years old. Court documents say the two met on Tinder and both were aware of each other's age at the time of conception. A criminal investigation began earlier this year after the girl filed a motion to establish paternity and to receive child support from Golden. Earlier this month, a warrant for Golden's arrest was issued, charging him with a Class II felony charge of first-degree sexual assault of a minor. He was scheduled to make his first appearance on the charge today in Scottsbluff County Court. Bond was set at $100,000 at 10%. Well, coming up after the break, a cold day across the region with temperatures struggling to get above the freezing mark. Bill Boyer will have your full week forecast right after this on KNEB.TV News.
At Platte Valley Bank, we believe it shouldn't cost you money to access your money. That's why we offer free ATMs anytime, anywhere. Whether you are across town or traveling abroad, there won't be an added expense to access the funds in your Platte Valley Bank account. Free ATMs are just one of the great benefits of banking with us. Stop by to talk to one of our friendly associates to discuss what else Platte Valley Bank has to offer.
Find out what convenient really means at the Western Travel Terminal. Start with our great selection of food and drinks from for real milkshakes and fresh brewed coffee to snacks and hot food. Next, check out our beer and spirits with their everyday low prices. Finally, let us work for you with our full-service gas station and automatic truck and car wash. All this can be found at 822 South Beltline in Scottsbluff. Western Travel Terminal, your convenient shopping, restaurant, and full-service gas leader.
When you're Arby's, you can do certain things, like load roast beef and curly fries onto a sandwich, add horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and cheddar cheese sauce on there. Sell them 2 for $6. And when you're Arby's, you can call it the Arbinator. Because if you aren't, Arbinator is a super strange name to just invent. Arby's, we have the meats.
This is KNEB.TV weather from the Arby's Weather Center. Arby's, we have the meats.
Not a bad looking night tonight. We have clear skies out there, so temps are going to fall down a little bit. It's going to be a little chilly, but otherwise not a bad looking night tonight. So chilly, otherwise breezy tomorrow. Winds are going to pick back up tomorrow. Unfortunately, going to be a bit breezy at times. It is going to turn warmer, and then a nice week coming up to travel if you're wanting to go somewhere. 32 yesterday after a morning low of 9. Looks like nothing, well, a couple hundredths, I guess, additional in the rain gauge. We're up to 15 hundredths for the month, 1979 for the year. Inching oh so close to those 20-inch totals for the year. We do have one wind highlight out here. It's a high wind warning in effect. There we go. Until tomorrow. For the wind-prone areas, this is areas west of I-25 and the windy areas between Cheyenne and Laramie there on I-80. That's primarily the impact's going to be in those areas. Temperatures are cold off to our west, 18 in Watertown, 23 in Hastings. There's the cold air. 1 in Laramie, 9 in Craig, 11 in Rock Springs, 0 right now in Riverton. Closer to home, temps are not bad in the teens and low 20s out there, but wind chill readings are even colder than that, thanks to those winds out of the northwest at 10 to 15 miles an hour. There's the wind chills down into the single digits and in many areas, moderating into the 20s around Ogallala. Futurecast for tonight, clear skies overhead. Not much going on out here. It's going to be a decent evening other than the cool conditions. Winds are going to be fairly light, and temps are not going to have any problems falling into the teens overnight tonight for lows, and some upper single digits in a few locations. Now to tomorrow, sunshine out here, but by mid-morning to late morning, winds are going to pick up. We'll see a few clouds overhead, otherwise just breezy conditions. So it's going to be maybe a touch warmer tomorrow, but that's going to be augmented by the fact that it's going to be breezier and cooler out there when you ultimately figure in those wind chills with temps only in the 30s tomorrow for highs. So all in all, a pretty chilly forecast for the next couple of days. 12 overnight for a low. Winds 10 to 15, those wind chills down below 0. Tomorrow 39 for a high and breezy, 15 to 25 mile an hour winds. Our 7-day forecast, after those breezy conditions tomorrow, things really perk up a bit. We'll be near 50 on Wednesday, a little cooler on Thursday, then around 50 or better. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, even into Monday, things look pretty good. It's going to be that Tuesday, Wednesday, getting closer to Christmas that we're going to have to keep an eye on our next potential storm system here in the High Plains.
Behold the Arbinator. Behold the roast beef and cheddar cheese sauce. Behold the horsey sauce, Arby's sauce, and curly fries. Beholding 2 of them for only $6. Arby's, we have the meats.
Black Butte General Hospital continues our mission to lead and innovate in healthcare delivery and community wellness. But this isn't just a hospital. This is home to exceptional patient care. This is the greatest place to work, receive care, and practice medicine. This is innovation in action. This is community wellness. This is where specialty clinics fit your needs. This is where a friendly smile, a warm hand, and an empathetic ear exist to care for you. We are Black Butte General Hospital. This is us. Great things are happening here since 1976.
Logos in Gearing is the place to get all of your school spirit gear, personalized gifts, and promotional items for your business and employees, and banners for any special event. Logos is also the only place to stop for custom screen printing or embroidery. You can even design it yourself on their interactive website. Stop into Logos today. They'll design it, print it, and have it to you in no time. There's no job too big or small for Logos. That's Logos in Gearing.
Where can you find gifts for everyone? TC & More has gifts for the holidays. The Christmas decor is up, and we're ready to help you make your holiday festive. From Santas to realistic flickering candles to give your home a warm glow. Next, check out our clothing and accessories for women, like stylish gloves and Myra bags. Finally, pamper yourself or a loved one with soaps and lotions. For the perfect gift, stop in and visit TC & More, downtown Scottsbluff. And we've extended our children's educational materials.
Welcome back. The Chadron School Board has chosen Scribner-Snyder Superintendent Dr. Ginger Meyer as the successor to Superintendent Dr. Caroline Winchester, who's retiring at the end of the school year. Meyer is one of 4 finalists interviewed last week. Board President Tom Menke, who negotiated the contract with Meyer, says the board will ratify the agreement at its next meeting, which will take place next month. Well, Lieutenant Governor Mike Foley will be spending some time in the Panhandle this week. Foley will be making remarks at Hemingford Public Schools tomorrow morning at 8:30, and after visiting with students and staff, he'll be checking out local businesses in Hemingford as well. According to his public schedule, Foley is slated to go on a business riding tour with stops at 8 businesses in town. And Nebraska state tax collections beat expectations in November. The State Department of Revenue on Friday reported net tax receipts of $432 million in November, which is 6.6% above the certified projection of $405 million. The department says net individual and corporate income tax collections were higher than expected. Net miscellaneous taxes beat expectations as well, but net sales and use taxes came in lower than projected. Well, straight ahead, Gearing football is in the market for a new head coach. Chris Cottrell has that story at the sports desk right after this.
Hey Grandma, thanks for all the gifts.
Oh, I'm so glad you like them. I'm really sorry I couldn't make it.
Yeah, we are too.
Set timer for 15 minutes.
Mom, Dad, say hi to Grandma.
Hey,
Hi. Oh, miss you guys.
We're making your famous mashed potatoes.
Set the crock pot on high.
Wow, technology sure has changed.
Everyone, say hi to Grandma.
Hi, Grandma.
When a strong, reliable network really counts, let our Allo family worry about the technology that keeps you connected.
The Mighty 3 has been known to move mountains, has been seen giving wild brush and tall grass the what for, and is not afraid to level a gravel driveway and finish a surface. The cab with heat and AC is not faint of heart either. You don't have an off-season, neither do we.
Visit 21st Century Equipment in Alliance, Torrington, Scottsbluff, and Bridgeport, or visit 21stcenturyequipment.com.
Sometimes events in life are planned. Others, a happy surprise. No matter what life change you're navigating, whether you're getting married or just want a bigger yard for your pup, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. Retirement. A new season in life where you can change how you live it. And something easier, convenient, that feels just right. When it's time, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Now, sports from the First National Bank Sports Desk. First National Bank of North Platte, the bank to think of first.
A new football coach is needed once again at Gering High School. It became the hot button topic on Saturday afternoon. Gering once again in the market for a head football coach. Gering Activities Director Glenn Koski on Saturday announced that Josh Hyatt had been in effect fired, saying he'd been released from his position as head football coach. I caught up with Mr. Koski this morning to ask him why the change was necessary.
Well, obviously that's not something that I can really discuss. Obviously it's a personnel issue, and those issues we really can't discuss publicly. But we do know we need to start our process immediately to find a new coach, since we have let Coach Hyatt go, and we need to do that immediately, and we're going to start trying to find us a coach that'll come in and work with our kids. And obviously it's important that we have a successful program in the community, and it's important to the community in the area that happens. So we're going to try and get started on that as soon as we can.
Now you heard Koski say since letting Coach Hyatt go. I spoke with Josh Hyatt this morning as well. I asked him if he had planned on returning for a third season, and then he also kind of wanted to just add an overall statement now that this direction had been decided upon.
As the end of this season, yeah, I was still planning on continuing, so it wasn't my decision to get out. I'm not gonna fight what the decision was. But yeah, I was planning on building into the next year and seeing what we could continue to build. After the administration's made their decision to go in a different direction, all I want to get out to my players and the kids in the area is, I cared for the players here at Gering, and I really had a good time coaching them and developing. I felt like we accomplished some good things in our football program, and I'm looking forward to whatever God has for us on the next in the next adventure. We're just my family and I are very good, heavy believers in Christ, and we're going to wait for His word and follow what He wants us to do, and then go from there in our next adventure.
Coach Hyatt finished just 1-17 in his 2 seasons in charge, but Gering's struggles go back much further than that. They've won just 3 games since September of 2013. After winning just 2 games in 3 years, Todd Eckert left for the head job at Beatrice High School, and before that, Jimmy Rhodes had a winless campaign. What is Koski looking for in the next head coach for the Bulldog football team?
Well, from obviously a head coaching standpoint, we need to try to find someone that has a pretty strong background as far as having some head coaching experience. That would be the ideal situation. Preferably at a school that's maybe similar in size or potentially smaller, just depends upon the kind of success they've had and so forth. But we would like to bring in coaches that's had some success in the past and taken a program and maybe turned around a program that has struggled, and they've they've been able to build that program into a success.
The community of Gering wants a winning program. The school obviously would like a winning football team, and people in the region right here in the valley, they'd like to see Gering get back to respectability to start boosting up the sport in the region a little bit more. I guess the key question, how does that happen?
One of the biggest things we continue to talk about is being competitive, and that's really important to us, that we get back to where we're competing, and we're competing on a regular basis with any team across the state of Nebraska. So obviously we have to play a lot of teams towards the east end, central and east end of the state, and it's important that we're able to compete on a regular basis with those teams. So that's one of the big keys, is being able to bring a coach in that's going to develop that competitive attitude, and our kids have that. I think our kids have that competitive attitude, but it just needs to be developed.
Whoever takes the reins will be the fourth coach at Gering in the last 7 years. We had our first two KNEB.TV doubleheaders of the basketball season over the weekend at Gering, and we're going to be right back there tomorrow night for girls action only. A rivalry showdown with Scottsbluff taking on the Bulldogs. KNEB.TV plus radio coverage will get started at approximately 5:15. Tip-off slated for 5:30. That is the latest today from right here at the First National Bank TV Sports Desk. I'm Chris Cottrell. Ryan's back to check the community calendar right after this on KNEB.TV.
You said yes. Together, you planned every detail. You married. And then you realized 500 square feet just isn't enough room for two. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today. You decide to add another to your family. You start reading parenting books. You're amazed that such a small human could need so much space. When life happens, find a home that fits. First National Bank North Platte. Start your mortgage pre-approval today.
Did the extreme weather this summer do damage to your home? Call Roofing Plus today. Let Luke Shaneman and his team get your home back and family back to normal. Licensed and insured, call Roofing Plus today and Luke will get you scheduled for your free and easy inspection and see if you qualify for a new roof, siding, or gutters. The Roofing Plus team can be there in days, not months. Call Roofing Plus today, 308-440-6387.
When it comes to helping local folks with the loans and financial advice they need, we don't horse around. Our only goal is to help you and your family achieve your financial goals with the right loans and savings products. So if you want to bank with people that care about you and your financial needs, stop by or give us a call. First State Bank. We're big on you. Member FDIC. Online at fsbcentral.com.
Well, let's take a look what's happening on today's community calendar. That's a look at today's community calendar, brought to you by First State Bank, honoring those who give back. Nominate your community champion at fsbcentral.com.
Fly United Airlines, operated by SkyWest with Western Nebraska Regional Airport. United is dedicated to going the extra mile for you with daily flights to and from Denver and a commitment to excellent service. Reserve your flight today. Plus, all United miles can be earned and redeemed with your flight. Finally, while visiting Western Nebraska Regional Airport, Hertz Thrifty Car Rental is there for your car rental needs. Make life easier, relax, and get on board with Western Nebraska Regional Airport.
At Platte Valley Bank, we offer loans with competitive rates and quick decisions from our experienced lenders. Our team works hard to get to know you and your business. From ag to auto, home loans, and everything in between, we're here to help. Stop by Platte Valley Bank or apply online to find the loan that is right for you today.
And finally tonight, the third part of this year's Gift of Love campaign, sponsored by First State Bank, was greeted with some freshly falling snow over the weekend, but that did not dampen the spirits of those receiving donations at the bank's Scottsbluff branch or those making donations. A box truck, van, and SUV were all nearly full with new and gently used toys, coats, and non-perishable food items, all donated by the community over 5 hours. Becca Tompkins with First State Bank says that she could not have been more pleased with the support.
Once again, we are so grateful that the community has gotten behind our Gift of Love program, specifically today our Truck of Love program. It's helping so many within the community, and we can't be more happy of how today's gone since the weather has not been exactly balmy for us.
One final portion of the campaign continues, and that's Coats for Kids, which will run through the end of December. Donations of new coats for children can be dropped off at the Scottsbluff branch anytime between now and New Year's Eve. Well, that does it for us this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we'll see you here next time.